Good morning, everybody. Um, I was just going to talk this morning about some memories. I don't know, I have this song stuck in my head um, about memories, not Barbara Streisand. And it actually, um, amazingly enough, brings back such good memories of childhood and some of the interesting things we used to do as kids. Um, I often think about the um, all the baseball cards we stuck in our bicycle wheels with a clothespin. Our moms would always get mad at us because we would steal the clothespins. No wonder how many of those were going to be worth $1 million today. we I grew up in a really wonderful neighborhood. We all the kids seemed to be right about the same age, and we all got along really, really well. There's some things that really stand out about my childhood and that particular neighborhood. And I lived in that neighborhood till I was 13. Yeah, 13. So I had 13 great years there. I can remember on Memorial Day, my dad in the Indianapolis 500. Now, back then, because it was a few years ago, they didn't show that race on TV. As a matter of fact, the only place you could hear that race was on radio. And the only radio that would pick it up was our car radio. And that was an 56 Chevy station wagon. And he would go out and lay across the front seat with the radio on to hear the race. Now, of course, they're from Indiana. And I guess that race wasn't that big when I was smaller. And then I remember it progressing into movie theaters, which, of course, yes, he went to the movie theaters to see it. And then eventually it finally came on TV. And then he would record all of them once VCRs came out. I think he must have had one of the first VCRs in the world. And he recorded every race. And I worked a lot as I got older, obviously. And because really I wasn't a little girl when that came out. And he'd record them all, and then I'd borrow them, and I could watch the race, which was awesome. Now he lives with us, and I want him to come home soon, so he has to do what they tell him to do there. I can remember, oh my goodness, our neighbor's yard had this hill. And it looked so big, of course, when we were small. I saw it a couple months ago, and I was like, that wasn't that big of a deal. But when you're a kid, it is. And we used to sled down that hill. And we used to have so much fun. We would sled down the hill. We would ski. I remember getting a pair of skis for Christmas one year. That was fun. And Christmases, oh my goodness. God bless my parents. Because we would always go out and cut our own tree. And my dad would take us out. And they actually let us pick trees. Which always turned out beautiful. And we had to make sure that the tree was about as tall as my dad. Because you know what? When you're out there, trees look so much smaller than you get them in your house, and they're a little big. So we always did that, cut our own. It was a lot of fun. I can remember a Halloween. I was a little girl, and we had company. And as you know, as kids, we were very upset. We didn't want company, especially when we had to take them to the airport. Now, my mom and dad, both from Indiana. My dad went to Purdue University, and he met a very good friend at Purdue. His name was Neil Armstrong. Neil was at my parents' wedding, and I can remember going to his house when I was a little girl down in Houston. That was a long time ago, too. But we always had a great time when he came, and he and my dad and my mom were great friends. So this particular Halloween, Neil is in town, and he comes to visit, and it's Halloween, and we got to take him to the airport. Now, we were just little kids. Neil hadn't walked on the moon yet, but we did know that he was an astronaut. And our neighbor came over, met him, and the next day told my mom, well, I would have rather have met John Glenn, because John Glenn had just done his orbiting of the Earth. And Neil was still up and coming in the astronaut program, of course. And then we all know what happened from there. But he and my dad always stayed in contact over the years. Okay, let me get this straight here. Oh my goodness. I can remember going out playing outside till it was dark. When the street lights came on, we had to come in. My parents didn't have to worry about where we were, as we were always safe. It was a great neighborhood, great childhood memories there. Had a little dog. Dog's name was Pongo, named after the daddy dog in 101 Dalmatians. And he was actually a toy fox terrier, but he was white with black spots. And that's how he got his name. Had a lot of fun with that dog, too. Oh, my goodness. I could go on and talk about memory after memory. One of my favorites, and it was always my all-time favorite when I was a kid, my dad would run a go-kart, gas-powered go-kart. Get it home, and he would take us for rides around the house. It was so much fun. It was great. We had the best time. Playing softball, playing kickball, playing croquet in our front yard. I don't know how we did not break a window. I don't know. I guess we knew we'd get skinned alive if we did. My front yard was great for some of that stuff. And then we had a pool in the backyard. Above ground, of course. And it was the place to be in the summer. It's a lot of fun. Takes me back. But what I remember about the past, and that I will always remember about the past, is all the good times that I had. And it's amazing that I remember very little about anything negative back then. And that's the way it should be. You should always carry the positive with you. Whether you know it or not, it's there inside you. It is definitely there. So carry it with you every day. Okay, it looks like I'm about ready to go to work. So I hope everybody has an absolutely wonderful Friday. I didn't quite get my lighting right today, so I do apologize for that. But I was kind of in a hurry, and I didn't want to get up this morning. I'm going to be honest. I did not want to get up. I got a 12-hour shift ahead of me, and I'm going to have a lot of fun while I'm there. And then when I get home, I'm going to have some more fun. I love to have fun no matter what it is that I'm doing. Always remember to be positive, think positive, find the positive in everything that happens to you in life, and you'll see that your life will change a great deal. We can talk about that another time, because I've been on both sides. I want everybody to have a great Friday. Always believe something wonderful is about to happen, because it is. Hey, Dawn, I'm just signing off, sweetie. I hope you have a great Friday. Take care. Bye.